Hello, today's video we have the following
Zhang
content.
Ruonan can't afford a house after 9 years. The truth behind the family burden label. Zhang Ruonan, 9 years of hard-earned money poured into a bottomless family pit, yet she says, "I can't afford a house, but I have no regrets." On screen, Zhang Ruonan is the epitome of sweetness, a box office darling with films grossing over 1.5 billion yuan. In reality, however, she is the entertainment industry's most poignant brother-supporting martyr. 9 years into her career, she still can't afford a house, with all her earnings funneled into her family's endless demands. Today, we delve into the bittersweet ledger of this real-life Fan Shengmei, uncovering the struggles and resilience behind her radiant facade. A name tinged with pain. Zhang Ruonan was originally named Zhang Ruonan, meaning if only male. Born in 1996 in a rural family in Wenzhou, Zhejiang, her arrival as the eldest daughter brought no celebration. Her grandparents, disappointed by her gender, gave her the name Ruonan, hoping the next child would be a boy. Only when her younger brother was born was she allowed to change her name to Ruonan. This name was not just a childhood shadow but a foreshadowing of the heavy responsibility she would bear. Eldest sister as a mother, carrying the family. Zhang Ruonan grew up with 2 younger sisters and a brother in a family where her parents' small business left them perpetually in debt. As the eldest daughter, she assumed a maternal role early on, with every family expense weighing on her shoulders, her parents' living costs, her siblings' tuition, the mortgage on their hometown house, and even the down payment for her brother's marital home. In her early career, Zhang's modest acting fees barely sustained her. At her lowest, she lived in a damp basement, surviving on 1 meal a day to save money. Yet, most of her income was sent home. Her brother, at just 17, became a company director, a facade propped up by the financial sacrifices of Zhang and her sisters. His marriage was a full-service expense, dowry, wedding house, and ceremony costs, almost entirely covered by Zhang. Her parents even pressed her to save more for your brother's business ventures, as if her efforts existed solely to pave his way. Now a top-tier actress, Zhang still lives in crew accommodations or rented apartments, her savings depleted. She once quipped on a variety show, while others save for a down payment, "I'm saving for my brother's dowry." At 30, single, and yearning for marriage, she's been mocked online. Who'd dare marry her? Marrying her means marrying a family of 6. These jabs cut deep, wounding her silently. Shackles of tradition. Zhang has admitted, "I'm traditional at heart and believe it's the eldest daughter's duty to support the family." This mindset has led her to yield repeatedly to her family's demands. Yet, her parents' favoritism is stark. Her brother's mistakes are coddled, while any delay in her financial contributions earns her accusations of being heartless. In one interview, she recalled her childhood. Her brother's desire for a new toy prompted her parents to borrow money, but her request for a book was dismissed as wasteful. Such disparities defined her upbringing. Netizens have been vocal in their outrage. Her siblings are perfectly capable, why should they leech off her? Even Quan Huangshan's parents cherish their daughter, but Zhang's family treats her like a cash cow. Some argue her story exposes the ugly truth of son preference in countless families. Yet, to these criticisms, Zhang responds softly, "I'm used to it. I help where I can." Her understated words conceal a world of endurance and heartache. From endurance to awakening, Zhang Ruonan's story is not just a personal saga but a mirror to the struggles of many eldest daughters in China. Under traditional expectations, filial piety often morphs into moral coercion, and familial love becomes a tool for exploitation. However, recent years have shown signs of change in Zhang. She's begun carving out space for herself, taking on more high-profile projects and exploring investments to boost her visibility. In 2024, her starring role in You Are One of a Kind grossed over 2 billion yuan, cementing her as a box office draw. On social media, she shares glimpses of her life, radiating newfound confidence and independence. In a recent interview, she spoke of her future for the first time. "I want to give myself some time to live for me." This statement may mark a turning point from endurance to awakening. She started setting boundaries, gradually reducing her brother's endless financial support and encouraging her siblings to stand on their own. Though challenging, this shift shows that change is possible. A societal reflection. Zhang's journey has sparked widespread discussion. Her story prompts reflection. When filial piety is stretched into unconditional sacrifice, does it betray the essence of family? Experts note that son preference remains entrenched in some regions, burdening eldest daughters with disproportionate responsibilities. This not only robs individuals of agency but perpetuates gender inequality. Yet, Zhang's resilience and optimism have inspired many. She never rails against fate, facing life with a smile and unwavering effort. Her fans launched an online campaign, Cheer for Nanji, urging people to focus on her work rather than her personal struggles. Comments flood in, Nanji, you deserve a better life. Conclusion, the courage to say no. Zhang Ruonan's story echoes the lives of countless eldest sister mothers. Her 9 years of toil secured her brother's marriage and her family's stability, but at the cost of her youth and dreams. Still, she rises unbroken, shining under pressure. Her journey teaches us that family is a haven, not a chain. True filial piety means loving others while also loving oneself. Perhaps true growth begins with the courage to say no. May Zhang Ruonan find balance in her career and life, claiming the space she deserves. Her story challenges us all to find our own answers between family duty and personal happiness.
If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.